Alright. My headphones on. Okay. So, this morning I beat the world record time for Doom VFR. Now I'm gonna just turn off the tutorials here. Oh wait, what? Oh, what? It was there for a second, it said Ultra Nightmare, but... Weird. I think it did anyway. Unless I clicked on Ultra Violence one by accident. I think... that's weird. Maybe I could have kept going with my Ultra Violence campaign. Anyway. Did I turn the tutorials up? No, here we go. Okay. Tutorial off, start campaign. Let's put it on easy, which is what I ran the speedrun on this morning. It's the only two categories are currently, maybe there'll be more at some point. But it was just Ultra Nightmare or any difficulty other than Ultra Nightmare. So I thought might as well do it easy. This part can't really do anything, but can just spin the camera, or you can do the switch walking. Oh, you can't switch walk in this section because the switch camera button doesn't work in this section. So you can just spin the camera and move your head in real life, and you'll move. So like, move, turn the camera, move, turn the camera, move, turn the camera. And you see this guy here, he just despawns in a second. There. And now this guy's gonna charge after the doors open. The doors are gonna glitch first for a second. And you see, the elevator stays here, and it just looks from the inside as though the elevator's moving. And then the doors open. Roars, and he charges forward. And that's where you start the run, is when he roars. That's when I started my timer, is when he roars. So then, mission's completed. What a hard mission, right? This mission, it doesn't seem to matter.
Where am I?
Like, until the tutorial section actually starts.
God, I'm
like,
dead.
I thought maybe you have to look around and trigger stuff, but I don't think so.
Something must have activated the cognitive transfer protocol.
Just
this hasn't been done since Hayden. Time to get some answers.
Time to get some answers.
Power's down.
Power's
We'll
down.
start there.
I'll start there.
There has to be a combat chassis somewhere. That would work.
Good time.
Good timing.
Alright. So, we can't teleport yet until he says the thing. Now we can. So you'll see I can move the arc any which way around because the teleport arc, because it's linked to my controller, not to my headset. If I was using a different controller, that might not be the case. But with this controller, it's linked to my headset. And I teleport from wherever, it's linked to my controller, and I teleport from wherever my controller is. You can see that's where the arc starts, and you can see it's where it ends up. So if I put the arc down here, I can't teleport up there. And you see there's an invisible wall, there's clipping here, even though, like, it looks like it's just touching invisible, right? It's just stopping, there's no wall there, but there is still clipping, because it's part of this wall here. The clipping extends a little bit out from where the wall is. And you'll notice that there's some thinner walls and some thicker walls, some very thick walls. And you can see even here, there's a bit of a layer here. Like this little blue line here, going along here and then down and along. That kind of extends from the wall. And I guess that's where the clipping... No... Yeah, Let me move back a little bit. No. No, the clipping must be from the floor up here, I guess. The wall, you can see, like if I stick my face through, and you can see the beam going through the wall. But you see, if I get too close with my head, the beam disappears. But if I put my head over here, and then I point my controller at the floor in the room I'm in currently, you can see I got the teleport here. And then if I just move the controller into this other room, you can see the beam is going out through the wall. But then there's another invisible wall on the other side of this wall. That's what I mean about thicker walls. But you can see then if I point it up here, then it goes over that part. So the angle here is really important, as well as the position of the controller, as well as, like, if I'm standing back here, I can't see where the arc is going, so it's going to be harder to do any of this. But it might still be possible. So you start off the tutorial over here. You walk over here, that's when you get the teleport. You can teleport directly to that platform. And then you can see, I'll come over here. I do it actually over on this wall. And you see, the roof where we started is actually now not that much high up from where we are standing right here. So, if I put my beam over here, if I look up, you see? I look up, I'm still holding the teleport button, but when I look up, the beam disappears. And I look down, it's still gone. But if I press the teleport button again, you can see my left hand clenches. That means I'm pressing the teleport button. So, I press the teleport button, I keep looking down, and I can move this any which way I want, and the beam just doesn't disappear. If I put my head forward, it disappears. If I look up, it disappears. But as long as I stay looking down, with my head slightly into the wall, I can move the controller around, and I can teleport through this wall anywhere there, as long as there's somewhere to teleport to. And why I mentioned the roof over there, I can't see it if I'm looking down, but I can point my controller up there, and you'll see the beam goes green. That means my beam is lined up onto the roof of that room over there, and when I let go of the teleport button, I teleport onto that roof. And then from this roof, it's pretty easy. I've never actually been into that room with a big circle. I don't know what that is. But you can see these are all the different rooms of the tutorial. And then there is the, what's it called? The hubs, the ARC hub. United, or no, what is it? I forget what it's called. The UAC hub. So from here, on this roof, you can teleport all the way up to that roof. And then you can either teleport over there, but the fastest way I found to get to the upgrade thing is to teleport over onto this roof. And then from here, one more step gets you onto the roof of that exit over there. And then I can't teleport through this wall, but I can teleport up to here. And I still can't teleport through the wall. But if I walk up to the wall and put my controller through it, then I can. You can see where the beam starts, that's where my controller is. So if I have my controller close to me, then it's not going to work. But if I push it through this invisible wall into that room, then I can teleport into that room. As long as my controller is in that room, I can teleport to that room. And as long as I can see where I'm teleporting to. The second part maybe is not necessarily necessary. Now this wall is a bit different. I'll show you what can happen. Well, how am I going to show that now? Oh, here. So I'll do the same thing. Look down. I'll point the controller up, and I teleport to the roof. And now I'll show you what happens. What happens if I go over here And now, oh, what if I, how am I gonna make this happen? I don't know if I can force it to happen, but sometimes what happens is you go like you can see, well, you can't really see it, but this thing is going up, this barrier thing is going up, and you can get trapped in there sometimes and like brought up, but then you can just again clip through the wall to get back down. So yeah, for this barrier, if I'm too close to the barrier, again, like with my face, then I can't teleport through it. So you got to be standing back a little bit with your headset. Bring your headset a little bit away from the wall, and press the teleport button. And for this one, like you can see again, the beam starts where my controller is. So if I push the beam into this invisible wall by putting my controller through the invisible wall, then the teleport icon appears and I can teleport into that. Now I take the time dilation upgrade here. On Ultra Nightmare I would start with chassis integrity, but is there a way I can force this to do the thing? Probably not. But the time dilation is good for one of the skips later on. So you'll see, like if I walk into this invisible wall, I get this message: return to play area. So then if that happens, like you're not going to be able to teleport through the wall. You can, if you see that message and you press the 180 flip button, then you'll still see the return to play area message, and you see my hands are stuck on that invisible wall because my in-game position is still there. And I also can't teleport from here. You can see my left hand there is moving. That means I should be pressing the teleport button, but not getting the teleport beam. But if I come back into where I'm supposed to be, then I can just point my controller through the wall. See, right now it's on this side of the invisible wall, and I put my controller into the other side of the invisible wall. I'll let go. The same here. Have my controller here, put it in there.
Need to get the main.
And then the same thing with these doors here. Now, on PSVR and Ultra Nightmare, you cannot do this. You have to complete this section pretty much normally, because there's no restart checkpoint. But if you're playing on PSVR and you're on any difficulty other than Ultra Nightmare, there's checkpoints. So what I can do, oh, I didn't mean to press the grenade button. Oh. What I can do is, again, the same thing. Press teleport, put my controller through, and you see if I put it too far through, the beam goes away. But if I just tilt it into there, the beam doesn't go away. And I can teleport into there. And then I just pick this up.
Just need to get this back to the
and you can see that little red icon means it's saving. That means I just hit the checkpoint when I picked that thing up. So now if I load the checkpoint, that's going to take me back to the room we started. No, sorry. It's going to take me to what's that room called? this room. I forget what this room is called right now. Operations. It's gonna take me back to operations. Now, if I were to come to this room, in this version of the game, if I were to come to this room without having loaded the checkpoint, after having skipped turning on the power and fighting all those enemies, I just went directly to the teleport piece and I picked it up, but I didn't load the checkpoint and I came here, there would not be an option to put the piece into the teleporter, and so you basically soft lock, but you're not really, because you can just load the checkpoint and then that puts you into this state, which is where the teleporter is ready to accept the repair part. So you can just interact with the teleporter and then stand over here where the waypoint is, so that as soon as it appears,
if I get into that transfer station,
he'll say the dialogue and activate the teleporter. There's a couple other things you can do here.
We only built a few of the accumulators. Hacking into Hayden's computer is probably the best way to find one.
You can turn on the power up until that point. Now I cannot turn on the power anymore, I think. Actually, even maybe once I picked up the part, no, I think you can turn on the power until you've interacted with the teleporter. The other things you can do, you can go into this room again and just move in my controller. You can see I just point it into the room, and if I push too far, the beam disappears. If I put my head through, the beam disappears. I just have to point it through and don't push all the way, and point it to the floor on where I want to teleport to. So then I could activate this, test fire.
It worked.
And then I can activate this test fire. But if I do that, it's going to break the mission that I'm currently on. So I'm not going to do that right now. I'm going to keep going and show you what else happens in the rest of the run. Because yeah, if I were to do that and it kind of breaks the game, you'll still see this thing here, but when you walk through it, actually I can show you that. Actually we can do that. Let's do it. So we're gonna test fire this one as well. What's gonna happen? Actually, it shouldn't soft lock. I think it should, because we already had the teleporter working. If we had test fired before we repaired the teleporter, then we would soft lock. But because we already have the teleporter working, even though he shows up this ravine substructure map, we're not going to teleport to the ravine substructure. We're going to teleport still to the UAC administration, even though he's shown us this. But what this is going to do later on, we're not going to have to test fire the BFG cannons again. That part's already done. So when it gets to that part, that is going to be done. We're going to skip that. But it adds on time into this mission, so it doesn't really save time. Like, it saves a little bit of time later on, but I don't think you make up for it with the amount of time you add on in this mission. You could try testing around with that, but I didn't think it was worth the amount of time. So because you just have to kind of wait for a while for him to say all this stuff. But we'll continue now. I'll go into the teleporter, and it should take us to UAC administration. Yeah, there we go, UAC administration. Oh yeah, Advanced Research Complex? Is that what the other place is called? The hub? ARC hub? I don't know what UAC stands for.
You need to get into Hayden's office to find an accumulator.
Okay, locate Argent accumulator is the mission here. No, this is where we start to notice there's some different kind of walls, like here. I can teleport through there pretty easy. There's the plasma cannon. And you see here, this is where that boss fight takes place. And again, like, if I go too close and I see the return to play area, it's going to cancel out my teleport thing. So I gotta stay on this side of the wall with my headset and just point my controller through the wall. And have it pretty close, but not all the way through the wall. Because if it goes too far, the beam disappears. And as long as you see the green beam, it means you're gonna go through the wall. And there's the machine gun, is it? So these mobs, I would just walk past them in the easier difficulty. On Ultra Nightmare, I would take them out because they can be kind of frustrating to deal with them when you're trying to do this and you don't want to take damage. I might take out this one guy so he doesn't blow up. If you walk over here, but don't activate it, then you can come over here and call the lift. But I'm not actually going to call the lift right now. That's what I did in my run before. But what I want to just try, because I noticed there's a waypoint on the other side of the elevator doors. So I think the elevator is already there, and the delay to open the door is just to make you fight these mobs. But I think, oh no, I'm wrong. There is a waypoint there, but the elevator is not there yet. So I guess you do have to call the elevator. And you can do that, like, while you're waiting for this chest to open as well. It's worth checking out. There's some out there elevators that you can get onto early, but I guess this one, at the start of the game, it must be already up here. So then I come through here, clip through this wall again, and just point the controller through.
It's not like we just leave accumulators lying around.
This part you have to hack. It's pretty straightforward. If you don't hack this terminal, the next level won't be unlocked. Like if you just go directly to the exit, which you can do, and it will say the level's complete. But then when you get back to the ops lab, it won't have been completed. Like you'll have to redo the level. So then at this part, apparently some people on PSVR have not been able to do this. You can see, like, well, like I can only walk up not quite all the way to the window, and then like if I try and teleport from here, it looks like, oh no, I can't teleport through this window. It's sort of like you can see there's a bit of a break in the barrier there, but and maybe that's part of the problem. Like if I'm over here more, where it goes further back, and I try to reach, it's gonna be hard. But if I take a step forward in real life and reach, yeah, even then I still cannot reach it. But in that case, what I could do is I can just move my head over while I'm rotating the camera, or do the switch walk, as long as I do not see the return to play area message right there. So go back into the play area, and then when you're right up close to the wall without seeing that message, then you should be able to reach through the window and teleport, as long as you don't reach too far, because then your gun goes like the same as the other thing. If you put your gun too far through the wall, you lose the teleport thing. So you gotta make sure you have the beam, so like point it into the room you're in currently, and then point it into there, and just move the controller through slowly until you see it go green, like, and it has to be pointing at the ground too. Like, if I'm pointing somewhere that like there's no ground over there, then I'm not gonna be able to teleport there. Even though I still have the arc, if it's not green, you're not gonna go there. So you gotta have it somewhere it's gonna go green, somewhere you can teleport, somewhere there's floor basically, and then you should be able to teleport there. From here, you can just teleport to that floor, and then again, just reach through, just with the controller, not with my head. I can reach through a little bit with my head, but if I go too far, I have to return to play area. So just reach through the controller, and you should be able to teleport through. And then the same thing here. You see it go green there. Then at this part, you can just take the exit here, but I like the stuff here and grab an upgrade because it's kind of on the way. And then just step on the exit. And as soon as I step on the exit, I'll start mashing the continue button to get to the next loading screen faster.
A lot of spare parts in the ravine substructure.
This part, we have to go do the fire extinguisher. Oh, no way. Wait. Did I find a new skip? We're not doing the elevator? Are the fires already extinguished? No, the fires are still there. Can I pick up the extinguisher? Yeah. But can I take the portal also? And will it take me... Will I skip that fire extinguisher level? I'm not sure if I've actually got this far after doing the test fire early. Like, I'm just gonna see now. Oh no, it does take me to Lazarus Labs. But it did skip the fire extinguisher section. That's interesting. Huh, so maybe it is actually worth doing the BFG cannons early if it's gonna skip both of the next couple
Wonder how Olivia made out in all
ARC
this.
hub sections. Oh yeah, so sorry, I should explain this a little more. So there's a bunch of enemies in this room. You can see the laser puzzle up here, but there's no way to interact with it yet. So if we go on the other side of the room from where the laser puzzle was, I'm not going to worry about the enemies here. They can hurt me a little bit, but not much on this difficulty. So I'm just going to walk all the way up to the wall, and then same thing, just point my controller through the wall, point it at the floor. You can see if it's not in enough, it won't turn green. If I push it in too far, it goes out altogether. So you just gotta push it in until it goes green, and then let go. Grab the grenade launcher there, clip through this wall. For this one, I do put my headset forward a little bit, but not all the way through. Like, I guess you can on this way, but when you're coming back, it can be trickier to get through this door. But it's kind of the same idea. Just you want to get your controller until it goes in there far enough that it goes green, but not so far that your teleport beam goes away altogether. And make sure it's pointed at the floor, not at a wall. Now, you have to interact with this terminal to unlock the next level. As far as I know.
Demonic presence at unsafe levels. Lockdown in effect.
And then I'll also grab an upgrade from here. But at this point, now that I have the time dilation upgrades, I wonder, is it just wasting time to grab the other upgrades? But I'll grab some ammo. And I'll upgrade the super shotgun. And there's a health machine there if you need health. I would have at this point upgraded my health if I was on the harder difficulties, but for easy you have lots of health. The enemies do hardly any damage on this difficulty, and health pickups are a lot bigger than they would be, I think, on the harder difficulties. So yeah, for this one you can see, like, I have to reach my gun through kind of far to get the thing to go green. And then if I go too far, then it goes out. So you want it to be pointing at the floor, and then it's got to go through far enough that it goes green, but not far enough that it disappears altogether. And you see there's not much of a window. So just got to get it just perfectly lined up, and then let go, and you're through. You see, this guy is just gonna stay here. He's stuck on an invisible wall now. We can go through the invisible wall. So I'm just gonna teleport over him. And now we can do this laser puzzle up here, which, as far as I know, we also need to do this to unlock the next level. He's gonna come and harass us. But I'm gonna just ignore him and work on the puzzle. And then I'm gonna go through this wall over here. It's another one, you have to move a little bit closer to the wall and then push your controller through until the beam goes green, and then let go. And the reason you can teleport through this wall is because right now, I'll bring up the map, and you can see we're not floating in midair. We're above the room that we started in, actually, right now. So that's why we can stand here. And that room that we started in, you can see, is directly above where our next thing that we need is, which is the data pad, which we need to locate to complete this objective, find an Olivia's data pad. So to get, and the data pad will also unlock the exit of the level. So to get to the data pad, the fastest way I've found is, I'll just close the map here. We're going to teleport a little bit over here, get onto this corner, and then either teleport or just drop down, either way will work. And you want to be on top of this door in between, oh, we don't appear on the map right now. But we're in between, there's a hallway next to the room we need to be in, and we're just on the door in between the hallway and the room we need to be in. So I'm gonna walk towards just push towards the room we need to be in, and you can see, oh, I need to be a little bit more to my left, I think. Oh, okay, sorry, I got a bit turned around there. So, from over here should be the door to where we need to go. So I'm just gonna point my controller into that room, and you can see if I'm pointing to the floor in that room, then it'll go green. Anywhere that that it's not pointing at a wall. And as long, like, there is an invisible wall here where the roof is, but it's at an angle. So as long as you push your controller towards it, you should be able to get your teleport to go through that invisible wall and into the floor in the room where we need to be. And then just teleport down there. And you can see we're right next to the data pad now where we need to be. We just teleported from above this doorway through that angled roof there, that arch roof. So you can hear the monsters spamming away up there. So we're just going to grab the data pad. If we went directly to the teleporter without the data pad, we would not be able to interact with this terminal to activate the teleporter. So that's why you need the data pad. And I think you need to hack the terminal upstairs and do the laser puzzle to unlock the next level. So now, after we've done all that, we can just teleport down here, and we've completed that level. I'm not 100% sure about all the triggers, but this is just from what I found out. There might be some ways to skip some of the triggers that I haven't found yet, but all the ways that I know to trigger the next things are what I'm going to explain. So,
A lot of spare parts in the ravine substructure. Have to start there.
okay, so now it's sending me to the ravine substructure. So that early BFG test actually might save a decent amount of time. I didn't realize that until this exact stream. Like, I should have tested around with that a bit more. But I guess this was as good a time as any to test it. At this part, I usually will just try and teleport past all these enemies. They won't do much damage. And then once you get into here, I grab this gun, I turn around and teleport up here, and then up here, and then up to the top there. If you can't get it to line up there, you can just teleport onto this ledge first, and then teleport up there, and then from here you should be able to get up to the top. And then this is another spot where you just gotta push your controller through the wall until the light goes green, and then let go. Now here you want to hang a right, drop down, and you're at the terminal, which you need to access the next level. So you're gonna hack the terminal. Don't worry about the monsters, they can't get into this room, as far as I know. You'll see them through the window. That'll open up, so you can walk over there to activate that. Upgrade, then pick up this item which you need to unlock the exit, or no. I think you need, yeah, you need to hack the terminal and collect that item to repair the BFG cannon. Oh, he got in here, wow. Oh, I guess when I pick that up, it opens this door, so that's how he got in. So I'm just gonna do this upgrade quickly. And then we're gonna take that directly above where the part we picked up was. We're gonna take that exit. So I'm gonna grab this upgrade and teleport up there. And then I always grab this pickup. It gives you 200 health and armor. And then teleport over here, across here, just straight through here, and then left. And we're at the exit. Again, I would be smashing X as soon as I get to the exit to skip that screen and get straight to this loading screen. Now at this part we're going to have to repair the BFG. I think. Or we're gonna go do the BFG puzzle. Or I mean the laser puzzle, right? No, we're gonna repair the BFG, okay. So from the operations room where we started, just go out and to the left, and you'll see the piece needs to go in here, so just press your interact button.
This should do it.
And then interact with the terminal here. And then again, you're supposed to wait, but we can just teleport through this door, and then it's one spot over to the right. And teleport into here. And we're gonna stand over in this waypoint. There's the waypoint.
A simultaneous blast from the prototype should
And that should activate the teleporter here.
The safety systems are capping the energy output.
So by test firing the
Should be able to access
BFG cannons early,
control center.
we skipped doing that later, and also skipped the fire extinguisher part, although we might end up having to do that later still, I'm not sure. We'll find out soon. I can interact with the fire extinguisher and the fire is still there, but I don't know if I need to. Okay, so I grabbed a BFG. Make sure you can see it's now on my left hand. It's right in the starting room on this level, which is pretty nice. Now if you come into this room, it's going to spawn in a wave of enemies here. And if you kill all the enemies, then it's going to unlock a little cutscene. And after that cutscene plays, then you can interact with the terminal there to open this door on the right. But because we can clip through walls, we're just going to teleport over to where that door is and teleport through the door. So again, just move the controller until it goes green and then let go. And then we skip that room. And then we're going to go over here and I'm going to upgrade the Gauss cannon. And there's some health and ammo if you need it. We're going to use the elevator. And at this part, I like to spin around so I'm close to the door. And then you can actually teleport through the door before it opens. And if you're quick enough, that can save you some time. But you gotta bear in mind that that slows down time, so you might think, oh, I got there before the doors opened. But maybe if you had not been slowing down time, the doors would have opened already anyway. It's hard to say. So I'm gonna upgrade my ammo here. There's BFG ammo there, and there's lots in this room as well, which you can use to fight the enemies in this room. But instead of fighting, I don't like how big this gun is. I'm gonna just switch to the pistol here. That's better. So I'm just gonna run through this level to the exit. You can see it from down here. It's where I'm pointing now. So we're just gonna run over to there and teleport through the door to get to the next elevator, and skip this room altogether. So it's the same deal. You're gonna push the controller until the light goes green, and then let go. And then we're in here. We can interact with this elevator, and then again I'll swivel over to where the door is. So as soon as we're in line with the floor, I can teleport through.
The output is locked at 25%.
Now from here,
Should be able to access
the enemies should not spawn in this room until we interact with the terminal up there, which we need to do to unlock the next level.
The security
There's also a chain gun in here if you didn't grab one earlier. Gotta hack the terminal here. And then we can teleport down to the next elevator. Take this down to the next test chamber. I'm gonna again swivel over in line with the floor and teleport through. And then the same deal here. There's a lot more BFG ammo to take out a lot more enemies, which takes a lot of time. So I'm gonna just run through here and up to the right to where the next elevator is to get back to the starting area. And then the same deal for this door. Just hold teleport, put your controller towards the wall, and when it goes green, let go. If the room on the other side of the wall has not loaded in yet, you might not be able to teleport through there, or if there is no floor on the other side of the wall. So those are two things to keep in mind. There's one example of this that I can show might be actually back in the starting room, so we'll go there now, which is where we have to go anyways. I'm gonna swivel again over to the center of the door and teleport through. It doesn't have to be at the center of the door, I just find then you can see the room you're going into better. Now if we go close to where the door is, it's gonna open, but if you want to grab this upgrade, just stay farther away from the door and hit the upgrade, and the door won't open and you won't be attacked by the enemies that are on the other side of the door. And then at this point I'll upgrade my chassis, although I don't really need to. But I might as well because we're here and I'm not trying to go fast particularly. Now at this part I'll show you another what I was just talking about, which is if the floor on the other side of the wall is not there. So if we come over to this door, you can see if I stick my head through there, it's not like, it's not fully rendered. Like there's floor, but it only goes out a little ways and then it's not there. So I don't think there's actually clipping on that floor. So if I try and teleport through, I don't think it's gonna work. But yeah, that's just to show you where teleporting doesn't necessarily work, and it's if you can't see the floor you're teleporting to. No, at this point, if you interact with this, or no, I don't think you even have to interact with this terminal. You don't even have to look at it. You can see, like, I think maybe when I walk near it, or maybe not, it might have just happened, but this door unlocked. Now at this point, there's a couple things you can do. There should be a whole horde of enemies right here on the other side of this door. And you can see, like, there's no enemies here right now. But that's because I did not complete the test chambers. So it does not load in these enemies. If I load the checkpoint right here, then I'll spawn in this room and the enemies will spawn here and it'll fix the mission. But what we can do instead of that, because there are no checkpoints in Ultra Nightmare mode, so to get past this room in Ultra Nightmare mode without fighting any enemies, what we can do is just go up these stairs here, left or right, it doesn't matter, and then above where the entrance is here, which I'll show you this on the map, you see there's floor in front of me now. There's a floor underneath where we are, so if I go through this wall, there's going to be a floor on the other side with a roof on it. And we're going to teleport onto the roof of the floor below us that's on the other side of this wall in front of me. So I'll close the map here. We're going to go up to the wall. You see I'll look through and you can see there's a room down there and there's a roof that we're going to teleport to. So I'm going to do the same thing. Put my gun, teleport, push it towards the wall until it goes green. And I like to look through the wall a bit to know, but if you push your head too far through the wall, you have to return to the play area. So put the teleport, look a little bit through the wall if you want to see where your arc is going. And you want to teleport into this area here, which is on the roof of the floor below, above that entryway to the room we're in now. So we're going to teleport up there. And you can see this wall here in front. We can teleport on top of that as well. And then from here, I'll bring up the map again. You can see the elevator is in the center of the room that I'm looking at now. The room that we were just in. And you see now the entryway into that room is where we're above right now, where the yellow icon on the map is. And you see there's a... The roof that I'm standing on now has an edge that you can see. The edge I'm talking about is right here. So I'm gonna stand over here on the edge of this wall of the roof and the wall. And now there's a hole in front of me here. There's also clipping though, from that floor in that room. So if you touch the clipping, you're gonna lose your forward momentum. It might even push you backwards, and you're not gonna be able to get to the elevator, which is underneath the room in front of us. And now it's important that we grab the time dilation upgrades. You can see the time dilation counter is ticking down. It's that's where I'm pointing right now here on the left of the screen. There's the time dilation meter. I don't know if you can see it on the stream even, but it's ticking down now. And we need the time dilation basically to land the jump that we're about to make. You see it just ticked out. So it'll last for a decent amount of time, and then it'll take a while to fill back up. So ideally, if you're speedrunning, you want to have most of your time dilation still saved up by the time you get here, so you don't have to let it refill. But you want to have most of your time dilation filled before you jump down here, because if you run out before you get to the elevator, before you land your jump, then you can very easily fall past where you're jumping to, and if you're on Ultra Nightmare, that'll end your run. So when your time dilation is full, the icon will turn blue, just to the left of the health bar there. And I don't know if there's any way I can look that'll make it better, appear better there, but it's there. So we're gonna try and fall here. I'm just gonna push forward a little bit so I don't run into the wall in front of me. And then once I get below this room, then I'm gonna push hard forwards towards the center of that room, once I'm below the room. So I'll do that now. And then when I get close to where the elevator is, then I'll hold the teleport button to slow down time so I can line up the landing and land on the elevator. So I'm gonna do it now. So I'll just push forward a little bit and fall, and then I'll push forward hard, and then when I get close, line up the arc and land on the elevator. And then we're stuck on this side of the door, but the same thing, just hold teleport, push your gun through into the door, and let go. And then once we interact with this, that's the end of the level. So we just skipped the room above us, as well as the first room and the 2 side rooms. So we completed this level without killing any enemies. You can kill some of the enemies if they get in your way, but like, you don't need to kill any of the enemies in this level. At least on PSVR. They still have to test on PC to make sure if any of this stuff will work on PC VR, but on PSVR, with the aim controller at least, all of this stuff is going to work. I haven't tried it on PSVR with the Move controllers or with the DualShock. I assume it would work with the Move controllers, but not with the DualShock. But I'll have to do some testing with the other controllers as well to figure out for sure.
Laser containment system.
Okay, so this part we have to do the laser puzzle. So I teleport out of there and around the hallway to the opposite end from where we started. I tried to go through that wall, but it was kind of finicky. I think it wasted more time than it saved. I'll show you. Like, so, where is it? Yeah, this room with the yellow light, operations. That's where we start. So if you come around here to where the window is, there's an invisible wall here where this fence is, but you can teleport through that invisible barrier just by moving your controller towards it slightly. And you can teleport right up to the window there. And then this one is another kind of thicker wall. I guess you can teleport into that window spot right there and then teleport through.
Access granted. Hello, Dr.
Maybe that's quicker, but it takes like you have to line it up well. Like it's pretty easy to run through the hallway. It might be a little finicky to line up those 3 jumps to get through the window there. I don't know. And then for this part, I just hold right to line up the first 2, then left to line up the next 2, and then right to line up the next one. And then press their interact button, which is R3 for this controller.
Power surge detected.
It's going to activate the portal. I'm going to fill up my coffee. And then we just have to teleport through.
It worked.
Once you teleport through that portal, you'll arrive at a loading screen, which will take you into the next level.
This is where that expedition landed.
Now for this
Should
level,
be able to scan for the
you're supposed to
accumulator energy profile.
go around and find a blue key, or sorry, you find a yellow key to unlock a yellow door, and then that takes you to another room where you find a blue key to unlock the blue door that's in this room. But what I like to do, instead of killing the enemies here, I like to just go directly over to where the door is. I'm just gonna grab that armor. Oh, I already have lots of armor. Yeah, I just go all the way to where the door is here, and I'll just push my controller through until it goes green, and then let go. And then we're at the exit. There's nothing else you have to do in this level to unlock the next level. The only other objectives are unlocking doors within the level. So we're going to continue on to the next level. I think there's 2 levels left at this point. Or maybe 3. No, I think just 2. Yeah, Necropolis is the second last level.
Turning back now.
So for this section, there's going to be 3 skulls that spawn in now. As long as you go past them before they start heading towards you, they're going to stay in there. You don't have to worry about them. This horde, if you kill them, it's going to spawn in a bunch more enemies, so I just run past and teleport past them. I'll let them just kill themselves, basically, and just keep going forwards. I just hit a checkpoint here, you can see it's saving. And if I go upstairs now and do the same thing, just teleport, push my controller into the wall, let go. Then you see it's saving again, so there's another checkpoint that I just hit there. If I go forwards here, you can see there should be some enemies in this room, but they're not going to spawn in. Now, while it's saving, I can't actually scroll through the pause menu here. As soon as it's done saving, then I can scroll. And then, if you load the checkpoint here, if you don't load the checkpoint here, and you keep going through the mission and get to the boss fight, the boss won't actually spawn in, and you'll be soft locked. You'll have to load the checkpoint at that point. So it's quicker to just load it right now, as soon as that as soon as the autosave is finished. We're gonna load the checkpoint, and there's gonna be a demon that spawns in the room with us, but we can teleport out of the room through the exit the same way we came into the room. So there's the demon on our left. Just gonna say a quick hello. Come down here, hold teleport, push your controller through the wall until it goes green, and then let go. And then we're gonna come down here. There's gonna be some more enemies. I'm gonna grab this invulnerability. Come over here so I can grab that armor, but I have full armor anyway, so we're just gonna do the same thing over here. Hold teleport, push the controller into the wall until it goes green, which you can see if I push my face in a little bit, you'll see it go green. And then just gonna walk through here. There's another weapon upgrade slot on the left, so I'll just upgrade the rocket launcher at this point. Here's a bunch of health and armor, and one more BFG ammo, but hopefully you will have saved all your BFG ammo through this level because you'll need it for the boss fight to speed it up. So I won't worry about this BFG ammo here. It's going to interact with this. And that's going to take us to the boss fight arena. Now the first enemy is going to spawn over here in the left corner. Going to take him out. And the next one. And then there's two on the right corner. And then two spawn on top of those pillars. I'm going to do this just with a pistol just to show you that it can be done. Once you kill him, it's going to spawn in this guy and a couple others. Once you kill this guy, it's going to spawn in... Or no, I think once you kill all three of these guys, it's going to spawn in the boss. Yeah, so you'll see these pillars go down. If they don't go down, then you didn't reload the checkpoint, or you missed one of the waypoints back there.
Just load that for a while.
If they do go down, then the boss fight will start. You can't damage him until he roars. You can see his health bar is that big blue bar in the middle of the screen. It's not going down yet until the fight actually starts, until he starts firing at me. So now you can see there's the red on his health bar, so that means I can damage him now. So if I fire one round from my BFG cannon, I'll slow down time, and I'll keep shooting at him, and that's going to deal a lot of damage. So that took down about half of his health. I'm going to go over here and fire one more above his head, so it goes over top of him, and you see the beam of energy going from the grenade towards him. And that should finish him off. So I kill him with just 2 BFG ammos and a pistol. But this is on the easy difficulty. On the Ultra Nightmare difficulty, I used 4 BFG ammos to take him down with the pistol. Actually, that was on Nightmare, not Ultra Nightmare. But it's the same as Ultra Nightmare, except you have more than one life. If you die, you gotta try again without starting from scratch. Okay, so going into the final level here. So there's not many skips left, except one of the other speedrunners showed me one skip for this level, which I was not aware of. So a big shout out to Meta for that. Gonna try it out here. Hopefully it will work.
The Argent accumulator will create a power bubble strong enough to close this portal.
And so interact with the terminal, put the Argent accumulator in, do the same teleport thing here. So hold teleport, push the controller towards the wall, and then let go of the teleport button, and you'll be on the other side of the wall. Here, I'm gonna have my Gauss cannon equipped, as well as my super shotgun.
The control
I'm gonna fire this twice, and then what is it? Switch to the Gauss cannon, hold square and shoot. And that's gonna spawn in the next wave of enemies there. And now that they're dead, I can use the elevator down here. And now this wall is kind of too thick to teleport through, but I just wait for the door to open. So at this point I'll switch back to the super shotgun. I don't even usually kill all these enemies, I'll just walk directly to the elevator. There's some ammo here if you need ammo, or health or armor. Actually, I don't really need any armor. I was about to go grab some. So at this point, I guess you can just teleport up here and onto this fence, and then get up to there. That's the skip. Or I could have gone to the one that was not on fire. That might have been good too. So big shout out to Meta for showing me that skip. And then there's going to be a jump pad on one of these platforms. To get up to the top. Or, oh, the jump pad's not active because we didn't do the thing downstairs, but there should be the jump pad right there. So maybe the skip doesn't work on PSVR? Or, unless I can get it up there directly from here. Oh yeah, that does work. Maybe. Oh yeah, that does work. That was really good. And then from here, I'll teleport across. Oh, there. And then when we go up here, that'll start the final section. You can see it saving now as well. There's the auto save icon. So if you reload checkpoint, this is where you'll be now. So I just keep fighting the enemies here until the exit opens up. If you grab this berserker, you can just teleport into enemies and they die instantly. Let's use that. I might have grabbed it a bit too early. Okay, now it's gonna turn from red to blue, and when that happens... Oh, it might not be until I kill this guy. Or maybe a couple more enemies. It might be like 3 of these guys. And then when the elevator, or when the portal turns from red to blue, then I can... Oh, there we go. Then I can interact with this. And the level. And end the game. So hopefully going through this step by step kind of explained a bit more how I did all the wall breaks. And hopefully you'll be able to replicate them on PSVR as well. And let me know how it goes. Alright, so with that out of the way, I'm gonna go back to Nightmare. Try out Necropolis again, see if I can do this without dying. Fingers crossed. Wish me luck, Boyd, if you're still there. Sorry, I was just doing... I submitted my run to the Speedrun website and I joined on the Speedrun community on Discord for the for this game, for the modern Doom games.
No turning
And
back
so they
now.
wanted to see like, they weren't sure like how I did some of the skips, so I thought I should make a video to show them how I did it. Like. Oh. Yeah, I forgot I'm on the Nightmare now. It's gonna be a little harder than it was just a minute ago. I think his pistol is better than those guns. I don't know. My ammo is not really upgraded very good. There we go. I didn't lose any health. Nice. That's what I'm talking about. Didn't lose any health. Nice. I'll grab some ammo. That's for the heavy assault rifle. And there's some shotgun shells. Assault rifle ammo, and I don't know, is that plasma rifle ammo? I think. More shotgun shells. I'm gonna use the shotgun gauss cannon for this part. It's a lot faster than it was with the pistol. Pistol only is take a long time for this level. Alright, so the same boss fight that we was in, what, 10 minutes ago, 15 minutes ago? 10 minutes maybe? Maybe 15, because I died a couple times on starting out this difficulty. It does seem like some of the enemies have iframes, where they don't take damage like when they're doing particular animations. And sometimes like it seems like you do more damage if you wait for them to finish their attack and then you attack. or finish whatever their animation they're doing. But I'm not sure if there's any truth to that or if it's just like my imagination. That's what it feels like.
Wonder if he'll just loan me that for a while. Guess not.
Oh, I did it with 3. Yeah, I did it with only 3 BFG ammo and the shotgun. But I did it with 4 BFG ammo and a pistol earlier. But I think if I can do this level without dying, I think I'm almost ready for Ultra Nightmare speedrun. Oh, this is in your imagination. Dude. It's totally just all in my head.
This accumulator will be enough to overload the systems.
I'll grab a little bit of armor there. But if you don't use that little trick with the BFG ammo and slowing down time and shooting it all at the same time, like I don't know if it adds the BFG damage to your shotgun pellets or what it does, but it does a lot of damage when you do it that way. And if it stops him from doing his more like aggressive attacks, like he fires a bunch of rockets down the whole over the whole arena, that one really sucks. His other attacks you can dodge more easily, but sometimes the rocket attack is kind of hard to dodge, and they do a lot of his attacks do a lot of damage on his difficulties. So if you can kill him before he does any of those, then that's the best way. All right, let me try Ultra Nightmare again. So I'll delete this second slot. Put it. Tutorials off. Start campaign on Ultra Nightmare. Yes, I'm willing to put myself through this. But actually first I'm gonna go for a quick smoke. And I got my life splits all set up here all ready to go. So yeah, I'll just go for a smoke and then I'll start. Alright, I'm back. You still there, Void? About to do the Ultra Nightmare difficulty. Speedrun attempt.
Make your commitment today.
Ugh, I hate meetings.
So one mistake and it's game over.
Demonic presence detected.
So hopefully I don't mistake.
What the hell?
Make any mistakes. Now, what you can skip on Ultra Nightmare, as far as the ARC hub levels go, you can still skip the. I should still be able to do the test fire skip, and you can also do the key skip to get the key to unlock the teleporter piece. You can skip that. But I haven't found a way to skip the power. So like.
Where am I?
I could test that out now,
Oh my god.
but I
I'm
feel
dead.
like I might have already tested it and it didn't work, but I'm not 100% sure. But I think if you go turn on the
Something
power
must have activated
and you don't kill all the
cognitive
enemies
transfer protocol.
before you
This
pick up
hasn't been
the
done
teleporter piece, then you won't be able to put the
Hayden.
teleporter piece into the teleporter. So I'm pretty sure you
Time
do
to
have
get
to
some
kill all the
answers.
enemies if you're playing on Ultra Nightmare in the hub area.
Power's down. I'll start there.
But you can also do
Has
the
to be a
tutorial
combat
skip
chassis somewhere.
in
That would work.
Ultra Nightmare, so I'll do that.
Good timing.
Oh shoot, I started
See
my
what
split
this thing
slate.
can do.
Oh. I just skipped the. Oh wait, hang on. Fuck. Oh well. So, look down, point the controller up, teleport across, teleport up here, teleport over there, and then over onto the exit here, down through here, interact with this, grab some health, upgrade, teleport through this barrier, teleport through this barrier, teleport over to there, and turn on the power,
Power online.
and kill all the enemies in this room. Maybe I should have bought one of the weapon upgrades in the tutorial, but I
This
didn't.
should be fun.
Shoot. He's chewing up my health. Didn't see him shooting at me until it was too late. I'm low on health and ammo. Got some armor here. The pistol is a pretty good weapon actually. You just have to aim with it. Get away from there to heal up a little bit. Come around him from the other side. Oh, that objective completed, it said. So, I can go in here, hit this waypoint,
status.
and now I gotta go pick up the key.
Transfer station has been activated. Whoever tapped that Argent reserve station created a new portal.
Oh,
that portal isn't closed. This facility will be overrun. Just need to get this back to the teleporter. I'm going to need that to get around.
And now, at this point, just gotta put the teleporter piece back in the teleporter and we can exit the level. Try and get some health and ammo before then. And the other thing I'm gonna do here is test fire both of the prototypes. Grab ammo from in here as well. Oh, I can't grab ammo because I don't have those guns.
It worked. That was the power conditioner. We need a replacement. We need to get back to operations. A lot of spare parts in the ravine substructure. A lot of spare parts in the ravine substructure. Start there. Need to get into Hayden's office to find an accumulator.
Access granted.
Just leave accumulators lying around.
Some more ammo in here.
The last accumulator is in that prototype cyber demon.
Only gonna have those. Oh no, I have a couple guns.
Gotta get back to the ops lab.
But I don't need any ammo at this point. I'll grab this armor. Oh, my armor's full because I just upgraded my health. And then I can upgrade my health one more time here before I head to exit. Smash the X button. And split. My splits are a little bit off because I started the timer late. I didn't start it until I was already off the elevator in the intro level. So I might have to add like 30 seconds into my final time if I do end up beating it on this run, but
a lot of spare parts.
I have never beat this difficulty before, so we'll see how it goes. Oh, maybe I can grab some ammo here quickly. Maybe not. Be a waste of time to go back now. Alright, so my timer says 7:10, but it's probably more like 7:30 or something. Going into Lazarus Labs.
Wonder how Olivia made out in all of this.
You should not have allowed his location to be discovered. You have failed us.
It was not me. It was Samuel. He led them to his tomb.
So I'll grab time dilation upgrade here.
We might be
We
able to
can
find that
overcome
info
this.
on Olivia's personal data
promise.
pad.
The gate will be opened as planned.
And I'll upgrade the super shotgun. Oh.
Demonic presence. Unsafe levels. Lockdown in effect.
Teleport up here, you hit this puzzle, and then kill those guys. And then hit the puzzle again. Do it really quick, and get through this wall. And hit the exit.
Demonic presence at unsafe levels. Lockdown in effect.
My timer says 9 minutes, but again, it's probably about 9.5 minutes. Because I think it's about 20 or 30 seconds late on the timer. That's fine. I'm not expecting to beat it on this run, because I have never beaten it before, but I'm feeling more confident now than I was last time I tried.
A lot of spare parts in the ravine substructure.
Have to start there.
Have to start there.
So yeah, doing the test fire early actually does save a decent amount of time, I think, later on.
Probably find it in one of the storage chambers.
So I'll grab the upgrade before I pick up that thing, because it'll open the door and allow enemies in here when I pick that up. So I'll upgrade my time dilation, grab this, head up there.
This should work.
Grab this pickup, head left, straight through, and then left to the exit. And split. My split says 11:04, but again, it's probably about 11.5 minutes now. Gotta go repair the BFG, and then it's on to the BFG division skip.
I've got to close that portal. This should do it. A simultaneous blast from the prototype should create the portal. The safety systems are capping the energy output. Should be able to access the overrides from the mainframe control center.
And split says 12:15. So maybe 12.5 minutes or so. So if I'm out of BFG in about 2.5 minutes, then we'll be at like 15 minutes. And then there's what, like 3 levels left after that?
We need to get the mainframe online to manage the power fluctuations.
Grab time dilation again.
Begin session.
The security overrides are only accessible from the mainframe control.
Systems reinitializing. Main power online. Welcome to Test Chamber 2. Eliminate all demon entities to complete your session. Begin session.
Finally grab some ammo. Let's go. Oh, it's full. My time dilation is full, so I'm gonna jump. And I'm out. Split. My split says 14:42, so I'm probably about 15 minutes. Oh yeah, and that other door in BFG Division goes to the start room. I forgot about that. But it's hard to get back into the start room once you left that room. Alright, so it's a laser puzzle now.
The system needs to be configured to stabilize the portal.
Access granted. Hello, Dr. Peters.
Hello, Dr. Peters. Hey, Sushi Gallum. Bonjour. Bon matin.
Power surge detected.
Salut. Yeah, good. Très bien. Et-tu? Et toi? Or I mean, not très bien.
This is where that expedition landed. Should be able to scan for the Argent accumulator energy profile.
And split. The split says 16:26. So maybe like 16 something, anyway. It's a bit late, but Ultra Nightmare, Necropolis, let's go. I just did this level on Nightmare, so Ultra Nightmare should be doable. boss fight.
Just loan me that for a while. Guess not.
GG, boss man.
This accumulator will be enough to overload the systems.
23 minutes. Last level. Argent Transfer Station, ATS.
The Argent accumulator will create a power bubble strong enough to close this portal. Damn it! The control systems at the top are regulating the fluctuation.
I could have grabbed armor. Oh well. I'll grab armor up here. Oh, if I didn't... Oh, I didn't kill the enemies down there, so it's not gonna work? Is that so? That's why he killed himself when he gets to the top. Now I understand. There we go.
Last option.
Oh, GG! And time. 30 minutes, maybe 31 minutes, because I started the timer a bit late. So that's the new world record. I'm the first person to speedrun this game on Ultra Nightmare mode. And the time I got was, I think about 30, just maybe sub 31 minutes on Ultra Nightmare. GG. Alright, I'm gonna take a break. Alright. So I don't know. I don't really want to delete that slot now that I've completed that one. Maybe I'll delete slot 3 or slot 1. Maybe slot 3. No, yeah, I'll delete slot 1. I like slot 3 because then I can practice on Nightmare. Because I've completed all the levels on that one, so I can load up any level in level select just to do it again on practice. But let me delete this slot. New slot. I'll do one more run. I'll try and time it splits a little better this time. And tutorials off. Start campaign on Ultra Nightmare. Yes. See, I'll do one more run and then I'm gonna take a break and smoke a spliff. And I'll edit some videos too.
Progress takes sacrifice. Make your commitment today.
I hate meetings.
Demonic presence detected.
What the hell?
Demonic presence at minimally safe levels.
Timer starts. No.
What the
Full boss project completed. GG.
Main power offline.
Where
Main
am I?
power offline. Where am I?
Oh my god, I'm dead.
I'm dead. But not.
Something must have activated the cognitive transfer protocol.
This hasn't been done since Hayden.
Time to get some answers.
Power's offline. I should start there.
Power's down. We'll start there. There has to be a combat chassis somewhere. That would work. Good timing.
Let's see what this thing can do.
Let's see what this thing can do. Need to get the main power online.
Demonic breach detected.
This should be fun.
Alright.
Just need to get this back to the teleporter.
Oh, I picked up the thing too early. I was supposed to come back here first. Fuck! And then there's no way to trigger it, is there? Shoot, I gotta restart. Because if I go in here and try and activate these, then the teleporter's not gonna work because I didn't put the piece in there, I think. I'll just check it though to make sure. But I think I'm gonna soft lock here.
It worked. That was the power conditioner. I'm gonna need a replacement. Need to get back spare parts in the ravine substructure. Have to start there.
Yeah, so you can hear the sound still going, so that if I press my 180 flip, you'll see the level didn't actually end. The teleporter looks like it's working, but it doesn't have the piece in here, so it's not actually functioning. And I can't put the piece in there because I didn't come back to this room after I killed all those enemies. So you gotta kill them all, and then come back here, and then go pick up the part, and then... I don't know whether you can skip putting it in here before you activate the 2 cannons, or if you... I think you have to come here, put a part back in, and then go hit the cannons, and then hit the teleporter. Let me just try one thing though. Try doing it without putting the piece in, but with... Or actually, let me try a couple things. Just figure out what the best route is.
Progress takes sacrifice. Make your commitment today.
Ugh, I hate meetings.
Demonic presence detected.
What the hell?
Demonic presence at minimally safe levels.
What the
Main power offline.
Where am I? Oh my god, I'm dead. But not. Something must have activated the cognitive transfer protocol. This hasn't been done since Hayden. Time to get some answers. Power's down. We'll start there. There has to be a combat chassis somewhere. That would work. Good timing. Let's see what this thing can do. to get the main power online.
Demonic breach detected.
This should be fun.
Fuck. Yeah, I die more in that first level, in the hub level, than I do in any other level.
Progress takes sacrifice. Make your commitment today.
Because all you have is the pistol and the first shotgun, which neither of them are very good weapons. The pistol, though, I should be using the pistol more against the enemies that have ranged attacks, because it has better range than the shotgun.
What the hell?
After this run, whether I make it or not, I'm gonna roll a split.
Demonic presence at minimally safe levels.
What the
Main power offline.
Where am I? Oh my god, I'm dead. But not. Something must have activated the cognitive transfer protocol. This hasn't been done since Hayden. Time to get some answers. Power's down. We'll start there. There has to be a combat chassis somewhere. That would work. Good timing. Let's see what this thing can do.
Oh, yeah, I did, but I'm trying to get a better time. My best time on Ultra Nightmare is 31 minutes. My best time on Casual is 23 minutes.
Need to get the main power online.
Demonic breach detected.
This should be fun.
Yeah. Well, I'm the only one who's finished the speedrun on this difficulty as far as I know. There was no other runs for this difficulty on speedrun, but there is a category for it. But it's empty so far. Armor. Fuck. Alright, I'm gonna go smoke a split.
Catch you later, Floyd. And thanks for tuning in. Hope to see you next time.